I don't know. They haven't gone to wrestling school, and they were kind of fans who made their own platform. Now they're selling merchandise, and they're not paying any of their guests to be on the
Right?
show. Yeah. So it's kind of like they're taking a charity angle or something, but it's going to their pockets in the end. So I don't know.
Are they? I guess it's like a philanthropic kind of thing, or no?
That's the angle that they're taking, but it's going to their pockets. Like, yeah. So I don't know.
Okay. Do you have any evidence to present?
Oh, well, I asked.
Today on the Cream Team podcast, Jimmy Korderes takes his ball and goes home. Wrestling with mental health wrestles with controversy, and the NCG Championship continues to be politics.
Or either you do it or you don't. Here's your job. You want to keep your job, you do it. It's people like me who work in the wrestling business, the Cream Team. It's just filth, lies, and cheaters. That's the way that company has been built on. How would you like to lie on the bed and have me perform oral sex on you? And I said, geez, that would be great.
This is not family entertainment.
And welcome back to another Cream Team podcast. And Zach is revving the crowd up. He's ready to go. That's Pandering 101. Where are you? You want to see it? Where are you?
I'm in my shop right now. It's been so long. I've been putting it off.
It's a secret location, right?
Yeah, I'm live on location here in the shop. I've been putting off my woodworking projects for so long, man.
I super appreciate the giant glare that you've made out behind you with the you're supposed to be better at this than I am, but
it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I gotta wash the car. I gotta do some sanding here.
It's also Father's Day. Did you do something nice for your father?
Yesterday, yes. So
So you're clear today.
I wanted to be recording on the day of Father's Day to wish all the other daddies out there happy Daddy Day. Because
Sunday is our recording day, but there's actually a number of wrestling shows happening today, which I found funny. Like why would you run on Father's Day? It's like, Dad, I can't hang out with you on Sunday. I have to go wrestle for no money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so sorry kids, I can't be with you on Father's Day. I gotta go make $40.
I think we're going to start off. You were already revving it up with the pandering, and we got a clip here.
I like this guy.
Yeah, I like him too. Actually, he's from Australia, and here he is.
Come on! You're begging. You're begging for cheers. The heels, it's the same thing. Shut up! I'm the man.
Hell yeah!
It can be passable, but it's the most generic thing that anyone's ever seen, and we've all seen it. Don't beg for cheers or boos, because then you are saying to me that you're not in control. Whereas you're meant to be the storyteller. You're the artist. But if you put that power in their hands, come on, you suck. Don't ever put the power in their hands. Keep the story here and make them want to believe in you and want to see you succeed and yada yada, but like don't worry about them. Do your job right in here, they'll be there. If you do everything correctly and build the story and the characters, they will come along because they want to see you succeed.
Yeah, it's Duke Hansen from Australia. Yeah. And I'm sure right now Rob Fuego's incredulous with anger with the how stupid this guy is, because all Fuego does is pander to the crowd. And I don't know, maybe it's an Ontario thing. That's like their style, where they like the pandering. Like I think of like the CWF matches that I've seen where they all just come on, or oh, I don't suck, and stuff like that, where they're just begging the crowd to elicit reactions from them.
It's lack of creativity, and there's only like 3 moves. Because everybody wants to be heel nowadays, because it's easier. It's easier to be hated than it is liked.
And it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, of course. And as a face, though, the creativity is limited to a lot. I think the only thing you can do with your hands, clap them, fists up high, point at the audience every now and then.
We got a quick clip here of Steve Brown. Just walks out.
Wears a bad guy t-shirt, black and white.
He doesn't take it off, frankly.
Unless it's ripped off him by a fan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't know if he got in a fight this match. This is last weekend. He still gets booked. You know, he rose above the controversy of assault on a fan. He still gets.
The average weight of the Ontario wrestler is like 130 pounds. He's just
like
lifting. Yeah, exactly. He's just a big guy. I mean, he can move around. Yes, he moves around a lot better than Puff. Let me tell you that.
We got I think Puff actually came up on the indie board. I think this week, and we got a clip here.
I don't know if I've expressed this yet, but after a long, almost 8-year hiatus, the hip star is back on the Ontario indie boards, folks. Let's give it up for me. Give it up for me. I am unbanned.
Did you? What have you made your return yet, or your debut? I haven't seen any posts from you or comments.
I'm keeping it clean. I just feel like as soon as I do, that I'm going to get kicked out again. So I'm just watching for the sake of content that to put in the group, and I think it's better that way for now.
But here's a clip, Puff. So this is at a
You
show
fear
here,
the Iron Spartan, Puff!
He's getting chirped by the Iron Spartan. You probably don't know the story of this.
I don't, but I'm a huge Iron Spartan fan. I like how he's just like.
I like the Spartan too.
His arc now is just trolling everybody in Ontario. And he probably doesn't even know he's doing it, but he's just really good at it.
Is it an arc if there's no end? I think it just goes.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, the most bookings he gets is that backyard show that he does in Oshawa, and they think so highly of him. I mean, they put the belt on him immediately because he's the only guy that doesn't wear a shirt and works out. So,
well, hang on. Did they put the belt on him, or did the Spartan just take the belt? Because he's legit. He can go.
Yes. So let's go with the latter.
I'm thinking that's what happened. He probably walked into the backyard and just said, "This is mine," and nobody was like gonna challenge that.
Okay, Mr. Spartan, sir.
But I think I might have to jog you a little bit. You jog your memory. You don't know. I think Puff a couple of years ago called out the Iron Spartan. I don't know why. But I guess he wanted to wrestle him on a show, and that's kind of I think where this clip comes from. Is like that's lasting heat.
Puff wanted to work Spartan, or the other way around,
or like a legitimate shoot fight, which that would have been a disaster.
That would have been awesome. I would have paid for that.
But yeah, so I guess he's still carrying that heat with him to this day, and
that's great. I love it.
Now, let's see where we're going to pitch to next. We've got a soliciting of talent. Demand Lucha here, Jordan's Facebook. It's taco season, Taco Fest season. Have you ever do one of his Taco Fests?
I did one outdoor show for him, but I'm not sure if it was Taco Fest or not.
Were you forced to wear the mask?
No.
Oh, okay. So that must have been a long time ago because before you had heat.
I was tagging with Mercurio. I was on face paint. Does that count?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that maybe they're trying to hide you. They hide your identity, hide your heat. But there was an ad here, and so we just want to get this out to all of the aspiring wrestlers that are under our learning tree. That if you want to maybe pick up some bookings, you can email info@demandlucha.live. And the deal is you'll probably get $40 to wrestle twice. And if you complain about that, you will get heat. Don't complain about it.
I've never seen Jordan specifically have to include that this is paid work. Yeah, I don't think he's ever done that before. And part of me makes me believe that that's because of you. You drill him all the time about how Jordan doesn't pay his workers, and now we got Jordan out here advertising that this is paid work. By the way, Runyon.
Do you see how we're making a difference? We're making a difference.
Hey, $40 is $40, eh?
It is, but I think the issue with these independent promotions is that they really just don't make enough money to pay the wrestlers. So
exactly.
like when you do these taco fests and can't sell them for more than $1,500 after you pay for the ring transport and whatever miscellaneous stuff, you really don't have that much to go around, which is why you have to put up ads soliciting new wrestlers to come in because you can't find anyone otherwise.
And I would have never known these details if it weren't for one of the adamant points that Mark Clark always complained about. Was Jordan's problem was that he just wouldn't charge enough for these outdoor shows. And after ring rental, and he barely had anything to himself. So it would, of course, he's going to like lowball the boys and pay $40 to the Robbie Hollywoods of the world.
That's later. Actually, but it reminds me, we have an update on Kingsley. Kingsley, right?
Oh God.
So the word that I got is that she's got heat in Demand Lucha for having a bad attitude.
No kidding.
Of course, Jordan wasn't going to have this conversation with her, so we'll bring the conversation public and have it. But I imagine what will happen now is she's going to be phased out of anything Demand Lucha. You'll notice she's not on the latest posters, maybe because she's not booked, or maybe because they just don't want to put her over. She's just going to be doing jobs from here on out and until she's out.
And who saw that coming? Who what a big surprise that somebody as loud as she is. Oh yeah, it's that's sarcasm. It really shouldn't be. To any educated promoter, you should take a look at her and be like, she's probably going to cause problems. And that's come on. Let's only the fans complimenting any female wrestler in the Ontario Indie Board comments would not see that. But any educated promoter, again, the writing's on the wall, folks.
So. Speaking, let's dive into one of the main things we're here today. There was a comments on the Ontario Indie Board, so this is where we're going to get to. This is the lead-in. A post went up. Imagine that. A post went up. This is Matthew Vincent McGowan. I want to get his name right. Carter Mason, in other words, or Corey Mason.
Corey Mason, yes.
Corey Mason. He puts a post up. I think he lives in Alberta now. I think that's the deal. But he says, who is an Ontario talent you feel is deserving of paid flight match?
Why is he making this post?
He must have hookups. I don't know.
Okay.
But actually, that's funny. There's the he's also actually been pushed out of Demand Lucha. This is a long going back. I remember when Mark Clark started getting involved with Demand Lucha, Carter Mason was the champion, and Mike made it like his goal to get the belt off him because he was too small. And Jordan's rebuttal was that he's reliable. So that's evidently why you should put the belt on someone, because they're reliable, instead of that being just, expected. Yeah. But I guess, and because he's out of Demand Lucha, he's completely left the province. So now he's in Alberta getting Ontario people to come to Alberta. So he's got a post up here looking for talent, and we're going to go through these names that have come up and see what happens.
And real quick, the only thing that Corey Mason and myself have in common is we burn all our bridges. And the only problem is that at least he's out of the province. You just go burn bridges in another province. Good on him. But and from what I would hear, I know for a fact the reason I didn't do Demand Lucha sooner is because Corey Mason was there, and we absolutely despise each other. But the thing with him, and why Jordan, especially as a former worker, why Jordan would always stand up for Corey Mason. Corey Mason would get the finish to his match. And like the ego on him, he'd be like, I think my character would do it this way. And he'd swerve the finish of every match, no matter what was pitched to him. He always had to go his own way, his own ideas. That's a fucking narcissistic egotist, man.
And is that firsthand experience, or is that Mark Clark telling you, or both?
Both, absolutely both. I've seen it. I've seen him do it in matches, like when we were super young, and it's like the balls on this guy, and it never changed. In fact, it only got worse.
I've never wrestled him, but I recall, I think it was one of my first years in wrestling, and we were putting a match together at some show. I don't remember which show it was, but he was there for some reason, and he started just like unsolicited agenting our match, and I knew back then he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
You know how you prove to people that you're an experienced wrestler? You go and tell everybody about how you're an experienced wrestler.
Well, this is it. So here he is. He's looking for talent, and we've got some commenters here. So first up, we've got Jake Smith recommending Jesse Bieber, a wrestler's body from Mark Clark. Jesse Bieber, hands down. This guy has put in the work and should be pushed to the moon. He will be a superstar.
Yeah, that's right. With his pudgy little man boobs and a legging missing on one of his on his tights.
Well, it's funny, like it's funny how Mark Clark's opinion changes based on where he ranks you in his friend circle. Where like he used to say that he looked like ass, but then he became friends with Frank, and now he's like got a wrestler's body.
Yeah, exactly, right. And probably saw that he could do some business with Frank. So now all of a sudden, Bieber's one of the best.
And Carter Mason agrees. He's got Bieber is an excellent recommendation and someone absolutely deserving for this. However, I'd like to someone newer to opportunities like this. So you want someone newer. You don't want someone good.
Robbie Hollywood.
Oh, well, actually, so let's see here. I think that was.
No, we don't have to bring that up yet. Well, I'm going to keep making Robbie Hollywood.
Oh no, he was recommended for this opportunity.
Perfect.
I think we have so much stuff to get through today. I don't know, but Travis Moore came in with. There's definitely a few, but one of the main ones are Kyle Varley and Kyle Bogart, both extremely hardworking and talented. I'm going to live check this because I don't
know who those are either.
Well, I think these are their shoot names. They're not their. Oh, okay. Yeah. So Kyle Varley is Robbie Hollywood. Now we know.
Hell yeah. Yes. I'm pushing that guy to the moon. $20 at a time.
Yeah. So so this actually segues into another post, which we haven't covered yet. This was a couple weeks ago. No?
Carter Mason saying that good recommendation on Bieber, but I want somebody newer. Does that mean somebody newer, somebody he can pay less?
Oh,
right.
Good
right.
Point. Yes. Somebody I can gaslight.
Yes. I'll give you opportunities, kid, but that's why you got to pay for your own flight. And I can only give you $20 per booking.
So there was another post. This went up a couple weeks ago. This was Travis Moore. And he says, I don't care if I catch any strays. Robbie Hollywood is one of the hardest working and most humble kids I've met in wrestling. And he says a bunch of other stuff. Let's see. I'm going to sift through this quick. I might not be many years in and still green in people's eyes. This kid has so much potential. I see this kid develop so much. And then he's got gym equals bookings. And so we got a picture here of Robbie Hollywood. And here he is. In 2025 was a massive year, 136 matches, 25 promotions, and 7 championships, and he's in the gym.
That's right. I mean, you see that?
His gym clearly doesn't have a tanning salon. But like, this is the thing. Like, okay, you want to put someone over for
or a bench
hard.
Press for that matter. Doesn't have a bench press.
But I mean, I think he's like legitimately 18 years old. So like, I can sympathize. You're young. Okay. You got to just build up that time in the gym, but it's like you're getting put over for being a hard worker, which is like that, like you're in professional wrestling. You should be a hard worker, but like, if you really do have that work ethic, like, can you at least go get a tan?
Okay. So the tanning's one thing. I will put it this way. I mean, he's one of those kids that seems like he's not in the wrestler ego yet. Like if a booker needs him to ref, he'll do it. He'll always set up the ring. I'll give him that. Yeah, hardworking. You gotta be, especially if you're young, right? Yeah, you got a tan, and I don't know. A name like Robbie Hollywood, tanning should be right hand in hand with that gimmick there.
And maybe some sunglasses. Like even you got sunglasses. You're more Hollywood than the Hollywood gimmick.
Thank you. I've been voted out of Hollywood, but at least I still got the sunglasses.
But there's more in this Travis Moore post. He says here, can't wait to see this on some shitty fucking podcast with irrelevant wrestlers who do fuck all. Call it vague posting all you want. This is for someone who I see constantly developing. Like, this isn't a vague post. That's why I like, okay, whatever. You want to call us out. Okay, fine, whatever. But like, I wouldn't have been mad at this. Okay, whatever. You want to put over a guy you think is good or like you like him or whatever. I don't know. But
shout outs to us. We made it. We made it in somebody else's post, Runyon. We're big now.
The heat we've got is nuclear and it's real. And,
buddy, nuclear heat, buddy.
And then he goes on. He's got some more stuff here about putting over Robbie Hollywood. How good. We should maybe watch one of his matches. I don't have it queued up, but maybe we could do that. But like again, I like it's like the match last week. Is he a bad wrestler, or is he just inexperienced, or is he not getting good training? I don't know.
He's just young, and it's only time will tell, like where he goes, right? So who knows? But I've never seen his work, so maybe we should watch one of his matches.
So we're gonna go back to figuring out who is Ontario talent deserving of paid flight match. And this was an interesting. So Wanda Del Rey is one of the most underrated, as opposed to being overrated, and definitely deserves a huge push, as do Shiloh and Kyle Boone.
With her Hot Topic shorts, you know.
I mean, this one was topical because like we watched one of Wanda's matches last week, and I don't know, it just doesn't work. And again, this is why I say, like, realistically, if you are a legitimate booker, you shouldn't listen to the fans. You need to keep your finger on the pulse, but then you get opinions like this, and if you listen directly to it, it's I don't know, I think it's problematic.
I need a spot on the show, a women's match where they recklessly throw around a garbage can and possibly injure the audience. And if you need that, call Wanda Del Rey.
Oh, and she's underrated.
They don't know any better, these people in the comments. Like, they just see any female wrestler is going to be underrated or the best in their eyes.
She needs to be on TV.
Typical Mark Clarks.
Let's see who else we got here. Gabriel Fuerza. We got Gabriel Fuerza recommended. Now, if Jesse Bieber isn't new enough, then I don't think Gabriel Fuerza is new enough.
No.
He's the most underrated talent in Ontario, if not Canada.
Not Canada, yeah.
Where does this underrated come from? Like, it's like he's not being paid enough money that he's worth. Is that what underrated is?
No, because they don't know how much they're being paid. They mean it because they don't see him on TV or in other countries.
Oh yeah, so they should definitely be on TV because they work locally in these.
That's all they do. Yeah, all they do.
We've also got AC Fitz. You know Tico. You're friends with him, right? Or maybe
I like AC Fitz.
I like him too. He's good. I think he'd be a good candidate. He's doing his best because he really just doesn't have the foundation around him.
Yeah.
But like, he's a nice guy, and he won't cause problems, and he'll work hard. I like it. And
he was gym first before wrestling, so he's already a shoe.
And he's in the gym. He has a tan. Little things.
I like that. Remember when we did a double shot for Mark? The first one was with Fuego's ring, and then we had to go down to the reserves. The first one, I chose not to wrestle. I just did the announcing, and that's when I played the JBL theme song for you, which I love and you hated.
Wait.
It was that one.
You played it twice, I think. The JBL theme song.
Yes, I did.
Because I remember one time you played it. It was in one of those towns, and they did the show on like a horse track.
Yeah, so you're sinking.
And it was like the literal definition of mud show because it was on mud. But then the thing was, you played JBL's song, and then I had to walk like a solid 3 minutes. It was like WrestleMania.
It's like
to
the
get
size
to the ring.
of a football field.
And you had the JBL song playing.
I couldn't stop laughing, man. That's one of my favorites. But the reason I bring that up, because the second show I did that, I didn't know how to get AC Fitz over as a babyface, and neither did he. Right. So I introduced him as former Toronto Blue Jays shortstop. There was like, woo, yeah, they actually ate it up. I don't think AC Fitz really caught on to that.
That's some good improv. I'll put you over for that. But actually, that day's funny because so what happened that day? That was the day we did the show, and for whatever reason, like this is why another reason why Fuego's just a dumbass. We had to get to the next show, which is on the Indian Reserve. Remember?
Yep.
And like Fuego gets paid to do the ring. He is in charge of the ring, but like on this day, the day that all the talent needs to get to the next show, which is an hour away, he says everybody's got to help with the ring. Everybody's got to clean up the ring. And then what happened? So we were all staying. I was saying we have to go, but everyone else, we had to stay and help the ring. And then we showed up late at the show, and you were in my car. We're driving to the show. Clark's calling me every 10 minutes, screaming at the top of his lungs about where we are. And then I had to pull up to the ring in my Honda, drop you off. You grabbed the mic, and we started the show.
Yeah, just like that. While on the way, I'm trying to change in my gear.
Yeah,
new gear. Yeah. But I mean, good on him, because the reason Mark Clark was screaming at us is because the promoter, the guy who originally gave him the venue, is screaming at Mark because Mark isn't consistent and couldn't tell the truth as to when people would be showing up. So, I mean, that was more Mark Clark's fault, and he'll never realize it. It was ours.
I mean, I blame Fuego, but, blame Mark too. But
funny thing Mark would never blame Fuego.
But the funny thing is that they lost the Indian show the next year. So it went to Scott D'Amore. So there you go.
Makes sense. And
we got some more comments. James Fretz here. Matthew Grant, hands down. I've seen him a couple times, and he's got the passion, the drive, and the talent.
Yeah. Jim equals wrestler.
Do you think we could get a match, Matthew Grant for Rob versus Robbie Hollywood?
Oh, that would be
I think we could. I bet it's out there.
If we 60-minute Iron Man.
And then also we got Pretty Ricky, whom I haven't seen live, but watching his promos on here makes me want to see more. He's a unique talent. Hope Ricky and Matthew in the Empire come to Owen Sound in the fall. That's some good reach. Owen Sound.
I will say one thing. I mean, we both know, like, just a good promo, it doesn't make a good wrestler. Sure. But it is forgotten. You say, like, who is the best wrestler in Ontario? Nobody like associates or affiliates a promos in that judgment. It's always what they see them do in ring. And I'll give them that. I'll give them this. Pretty Ricky is the best promo in Ontario, if not Canada.
And I think too, when it comes to promos, it's possible to mask being poor in the ring. Not that I think Ricky's poor in the ring, but I'm just making the point that this can happen.
Look at me. I'm a living example of it, right? Yeah. I can just scream Chihuahua syndrome, and just my in-ring work can be shite.
And we got some more comments here. Von Vertigo. You know Von Vertigo.
Oh, yes. Great guy.
And Tarek Gani, or I don't know.
The autobiography. The title of the autobiography of Von Vertigo. How to be 5'6" and do moves like you're 6'2". How to do power moves when you're only 5'6".
Who wouldn't want to read that story? But I think what's interesting here is that we didn't pull up any MLP guys being booked for this opportunity, Maple Leaf Pro. And the only reason why it stood out to me, because I know they caught a little bit of backlash of not booking Canadian talent. And then we have recommendations for Ontario talent, and none of them are from MLP. I don't know if you want to riff on that, or I just wanted to point that out.
I don't know any talents on there from there, honestly.
Fair enough.
I haven't been paying attention. If we were to circle back to that same post that said Von Vertigo and Tariq, it's Corey Mason responded to that. And even though Jesse Bieber was just a little too experienced, Corey Mason claims that he was looking for somebody a little newer. Mm-hmm. He still responds to this one comment. Thank you kindly. Again, two excellent choices, Von Vertigo and Tariq. Two excellent choices, and some of the first people I thought of. Wait, but they've been wrestling longer than Jesse Bieber has.
Oh, you've caught some inconsistencies here in this judgment process. I don't know.
Something's not adding up here.
Maybe,
sounds like a buddy.
Corey Mason has some issues with Jesse Bieber and gave him the kayfabe that, like, oh, no, we need someone newer, not you.
You heard it first, folks. Cream Team Podcast.
We're just breaking the controversies. Speaking of controversies, we have an update on NCG. So this was last week. We talked a bit about the legal disputes that are going around with the championship. And their show was last night. And I guess they're turning the shoot into a work because they put a post up that they couldn't get in touch with Stone Rockwell. Stone Rockwell I guess he's a heel now, but Stone Rockwell as a heel is difficult. What say you?
No, it's true. If it's a lot of kids at the show too, how are you going to do an Indianapolis Jones gimmick and be a heel? How can you be an adventurer and be a bad guy at the same time? It doesn't work.
The best is remember we did that tour through Thunder Bay. And Nick was the champion for all the shows, but he would come to the ring with the map, and Clark would just yell at him, "How the fuck as the babyface, the top champion, not know where the fucking ring is?"
I don't know if I remember that. That's actually really good.
And then I think he stopped doing it. But that was because he does his entrance and he acts like he's the adventurer on the map, not knowing where the ring is. Yeah. Clark snapped on him.
That's really funny. It's a good point too.
And there's another. So beside this, there's another post. I guess a fan took umbrage with this controversy and turned Stone Rockwell into the Chicken Man. He was chicken to show up.
And, I get it. I get it. Very good.
Yeah. But actually,
well done.
What?
Well done, Chadwick. Well done.
I don't have the footage queued up, but Stone Rockwell did show up, and he did drop the belt. It was I believe it was a 6-man tag. The head shrinkers and the Zila Fatu teamed up against Stone Rockwell and two other guys. I didn't catch who they were, but I guess because Stone Rockwell's team loses. Zila Fatu gets the heavyweight championship, and the head shrinkers get the tag titles. So they had 3 champions crowned in one match, which is convoluted to say the least. But I mean, whatever. This is what happens.
I don't agree with that, but maybe it was Stone Rockwell booking, so he can still look strong even though he lost because 3 guys had to beat him up.
Because after all, he's the champion and he's got the pull.
And he made some extra money for dropping the belt. You called that as well. You also said that last episode.
Yeah, well, there you go. We're just on the bit. We're just on the bit.
Sometimes you can't create talent like this. All right, it just comes naturally to some people. Take notes, Robbie Hollywood.
So moving on, there was another podcast that had a controversy. And the Wrestling with Mental Health podcast, I'm sure you've heard of them. I mean, I know them because I follow the scene, but I'm just saying that because you don't
Is that
follow the scene.
that Ruari guy or whatever his name is?
I think he's one of the hosts, and then there's Ryan McGarry, this guy on Facebook, another host.
Okay.
But I guess what happened was they tried to book the Pizza Warrior. You know the Pizza Warrior?
The pizza dough while doing train wrestling?
No, that's another Pizza Warrior. There's a Pizza Warrior from Ontario, and Mark Cicuti, and I guess he wanted to do the podcast, and then he asked for money, which he was rebuked, and then it turned into a controversy. So now we're going to cover it. But Mark wrote on the Facebook page of this podcast, wrestling with mental health doesn't even pay their guests anything.
Oh, I see. Okay. Now I'm seeing this. Well, I mean,
There you go.
That's why you started a wrestling podcast, because you don't have money.
Fair enough. And then we got a comment here. No?
I'm on every episode of the Cream Team, and I haven't made a dime.
We're paying you with exposure.
That's right. Trying to solidify my name again. Trying to become relevant,
Right.
because we're two irrelevant wrestlers. Whoever made that comment.
Oh yeah. We're so irrelevant that you make a post talking about us.
We're being paid with relevancy.
But there's a comment here. Noah Canavan Tuck. He comes in and says, "Who?" And then he comments again. This is the same guy that tried to commission a logo from me, but he didn't pay me at the end.
Uh-oh.
So, I mean, but the only reason why this was significant is that I guess he attempted to big league Mark Pizza Warrior by not knowing who he is, but then he rebuttals with knowing exactly who he is. So it doesn't really work. I don't know. You should maybe check into that psychology.
That was the retort to me, like when I was allowed in the Ontario group. Everybody would say that. They would know. So I don't even know who you are. By the way, your vegan celery gimmick is shit, but I still don't know who you are.
I think it's a theme in Ontario that, like, I don't know, you get like these narratives where, like, if you want to insult someone, you just claim to not know who they are. Even 100%, though we all know who everyone is because everyone follows the indie board, everyone follows the local scene.
I get it all the time in wrestling and on the internet, which is vast. The streaming communities is just like endless. I get that all the time, that I'm irrelevant and I get no views, but everybody can still know the bits that I do, like the karaoke bits. So I get this all the time. It's the big all got you back kind of thing.
Now, so we got some comments here, people weighing in on the controversy. Roger Saraz, what a mark. Yeah, let's charge money to be on a show/page that tries to make this dark world a little better. Hey, dude, I'm sure you're reading this. I'm sure you're reading this. You are exactly what's wrong with this planet. Poor Pizza Warrior. I don't know. Sorry, man.
I don't even know who this guy is. Is that legit his gimmick, Pizza Warrior?
Yeah, he has tights and he has pizza on the tights.
Okay, all right.
Let's see what else we got here.
Who doesn't like pizza? I guess.
Let's see what else.
Apparently, if we're gonna go down this route, I mean, that was you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna get into it.
One of the hosts, Ryan, he chimes in. He said he paid for the dude's coffee the one day just so we could post his poster. Told him a few times we couldn't pay him, and if you really wanted payment, you have to wait. Said it was okay. He was booked on the 4th to record us, then canceled yesterday. Then jumped on our page and made those comments. So I don't know. They seem to be upset about it. But
I mean, quite honestly, I think personally the move is just what you do if you don't really like the person or you think less of them. You're just like, okay, I want yeah, I want some money if you want me to be on your podcast. Because if you like the guys, got along with them, or knew that something would be good exposure, or got along with the guys, you wouldn't do that, right? So that's a move where it's like, who the fuck is this Mark? Yeah, give me $50 if you want me on your little show.
Anyways, moving on. We've got
the king of transitions, Mr. Marvelous.
Well, I think we're gonna bring Mark on, but I don't know.
Let's do it.
Oh, we got a run in.
Well,
We got a run in. Hey, can you hear us?
yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear
The
me?
Pizza Warrior.
Hey, how's it going?
Thank you for coming on. And it looks like
Yeah,
this
sure,
this has worked out perfectly because the screen seems to have adjusted nice. And
Okay.
Don't jinx it.
We've got Mark. Mark, how do I say your name? Chikuti?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, a lot
There
of
we
people
go.
get it,
Okay, yeah. Mark Chikuti, you made some controversies this week, and so we
Oh, yeah.
reached out to get you to comment.
Yeah,
And but we appreciate you coming on. How's your day going?
it's going pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, so you had some you took umbrage with another podcast, Wrestling with Mental Health.
Oh yeah.
What's the story here? Because we want to get firsthand perspective.
Yeah. Well, I do pro wrestling. I try to get on shows, and I've been training since I was 15.
Right.
I also am a person with a lived mental health condition, bipolar disorder. So I'm on treatment for that. I know some of the staff has mental health conditions as well, but I don't know. They haven't gone to wrestling school, and they were kind of fans who made their own platform. Now they're selling merchandise, and they're not paying any of their guests to be on the show.
Right.
Yeah. So it's kind of like they're taking a charity angle or something, but it's going to their pockets in the end. So I don't know.
Are they? I guess it's like a philanthropic kind of thing, or no?
That's the angle that they're taking, but it's going to their pockets. Like, yeah. So
Into
I don't
their
know.
Okay. Do you have
I
any
don't know.
evidence to present?
Oh well, I asked. They told me that. Well, actually, I don't have like any concrete evidence, like in terms of paperwork, because they have all that, I guess. But
Sure.
yeah, I don't know how much they're actually making. It might not be very much, but still, at the end, they're not paying their guests anything. Yeah. But I have no.
I'm with you. If they were, giving it to fundraisers, they'd be plastering it and advertising it everywhere. Like they'd be so loud about it, and I haven't seen one post of them saying that. So I'm kind of with you on that one.
Well, and even we did the show a couple years ago now. Remember with Michael Landsberg? The Sick Not Weak charity. So like I have firsthand experience with mental health issues, and so did the other people that were on the show. And I mean, I don't know these guys on the podcast. We can only go off of what we're seeing online. Maybe I can reach out to them and they can come on the podcast.
Yeah, they're not bad guys. I'm not trying to attack them. I just thought from personal experience, I didn't really want to work with them. I was kind of I don't know how personal I want to be in terms of a live podcast and have it just go in their pockets at the end. I don't really get anything out of it. I don't know.
So you're in the right to ask for something in return. So
yeah,
I'm going with you.
Yeah.
Now, have you reached out to them about any kind of other payments, like for coffees and such?
They said they would buy me a coffee, but I don't know. I kind of took it offensively.
Oh, tell me about that.
Yeah, they said, they want to meet in when there's a festival in Toronto happening, the Wrestle 6 festival, I think it's called. Wrestle 6. Yeah, so they're gonna meet up with me, but I'm booked to appear at Cineplex for an open mic because I write literature and because I have a BA in literature from York U, so that's one of my hobbies.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. So they just offered me a cup of coffee.
So you won't be meeting up with them, I guess.
No, I guess not. No. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Now, you have your gimmick, the Pizza Warrior. Why don't you throw that out there, but explain to the audience and maybe the people that don't know you, what is the Pizza Warrior?
It's for me, it's a nostalgic gimmick. I'm also a disability in-ring advocate for those who have mental and physical disabilities.
Right.
Yeah, because growing up during the 90s, it was really it takes me back because I was just glued to the television set and Viewer's Choice pay-per-view and eating my mom's homemade pizza, especially on weekends and stuff. So yeah, That's what the Pizza Warrior kind of summons something in my heart and gets me to roar to the crowd. And I've gotten good crowd reaction from when I get loud and stuff and execute some nice moves, and they like that. Yeah.
Now, what's interesting is they've got Luigi Primo at the CNE this year.
Pizza Chef, yeah.
And I feel like Luigi Primo and the Pizza Warrior need like some kind of beef or something.
There's no behind the scenes beef. Yeah, I actually talk to Luigi sometimes through social media.
Right.
Yeah. I like his character, but it's different than mine. 'Cause mine's more of a warrior, like fighting against the odds, where he's a pizza chef. I'm not calling him gimmicky, but it is kind of over the top, and I like that aspect of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how
You're the heel, man. You're the heel in the promo. You can call him out on it. I'm with it too. I mean, the Pizza Dough guys stole my spot on the CNE. Yeah. Those are good shows. You got to go out there and you got to call Luigi Primo out, man.
Yeah,
and like don't take no for an answer. Like know, go to the CNE and like jump the barricade if you have to, because I think like that's it's definite money that's on the table.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I mean, if you do get booked, make sure you up your pay, because just like the podcast, right?
Yeah, true. Got to make up. Yeah.
and don't do it for free. Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't value your time, nobody will.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And there's another guy that a mentor of yours, TJ Wilson, and he's have you talked to him about the Pizza Warrior?
Yeah, he likes it for some reason. We make jokes. Like we have I talk to TJ almost every day or every other day through social media, like through DM, Instagram. And he's very supportive. Yeah, he likes it.
Have you ever thought to go down and train with him?
I don't have a passport. Yeah, so.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I know it's invite only. Maybe he would give me that invite though. I'm not sure.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I mean, if you talk to him enough, I think so. I've been asked a couple times. So I go down to Orlando a bunch because I got a bunch of friends down there, and it seems every time, because they train on Wednesdays, and every time that like we've had like the opportunity to go, it's like something comes up and I have to stay in Orlando or do something in Orlando. So man. So we thank you for coming on and clarifying some things. Zach, what else you got?
Oh yeah, I'm training.
I wanted to say, no, you go ahead.
I'm training under Ron Hutchinson now at Battle Arts. Ron
Hutchinson. How's that going?
Yeah. That's going good. I made it to like 3 practices so far, but wow. Yeah. I remember being like 15 years old and reading Edge's book, and I wanted to be trained under Ron then, but I wasn't able to.
Tell D-Man I said hello.
There you go. Yeah. Does D-Man come out a lot?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yep. D-Man's a good guy. But Ron Hutchinson, he didn't train wrestlers for the longest time.
I bumped into him at a pub.
Good that he's back.
Yeah. I was exiting a pub. I was kind of feeling depressed that day. And I was like, there's nobody to talk to really. Nobody's talking to me. I'm almost finished my beer, but not quite. So I want to leave. And then he was entering. Well, as I was exiting, and I was like, "Wow, are you Ron Hutchinson?" He's like, "Yes."
No, there you
go. And I introduced myself, and then he invited me to join him, and he bought me wings, and he eventually bought his book, and he autographed it for me. It was a really cool experience.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Man.
Yeah.
Real quick, TJ Wilson, does he not train in Canada?
No, in Florida. He has his own gym.
He lives in Tampa Bay.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, if you're traveling domestically, dude, I don't think you need a passport.
No.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to visit Hitman's.
You don't need a passport to go to Calgary.
Yeah. It'd be cool to visit Hitman's bar, but I don't know if I want to go to Calgary all the way for that.
There you go.
Yeah. Experience.
Pizza Warrior, we appreciate you coming on and clarifying those things.
Okay, cool.
You got anything else you want to plug?
Ambition Pro Wrestling this fall. They're running their first show on I think it's the 28th of August.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm going to be wrestling regularly for them, and I think they want to have you on future shows too, James.
Okay, we'll tell them to reach out. We'll do
business. Okay, yeah.
Just be careful because James's rate is a little high.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. We don't.
They said maybe not the first show.
Actually, that's a funny topic because, like, I mean, I'll figure out the money when they reach out. But like,
Okay.
should rates be public? This is actually a topic we can talk
I don't know.
about.
Yeah, that's a good question because I don't know.
Because no, but here's the thing:
frustrated.
every professional sports league, your rate
Yeah.
is public, right?
Yeah.
If I play in the NBA, if I play in the NHL, what I get paid is public, and the reason for that is because the boys make more money
Right.
when I know what other people are getting. But see, in wrestling, it's almost like you want to keep it secret because then, like, I can make more money if I can fudge the numbers.
Yeah. I never thought about that, but with like the kayfabe aspect of pro wrestling, yeah, it's something to think about.
Well, let me play contrarian and let's just say that like what you just mentioned are all public companies. They're all major celebrities. They're sports stars.
Yeah.
Okay, and when it comes to the independents, I see it as like any other 9-to-5 job. You don't tell your coworkers ever how much you make, in case you make more than them, because then the guy making less is going to go to the boss and be like, well, what the hell? I do the same amount of work. I should be paid more. So I don't think rates should be public.
You would tell what you make if it was a union gig, which the professional sports leagues are union. Now, professional wrestling is not union, but should it be union?
No, not if Anthony Kingdom James is running it.
We're getting into a huge ball of wax here.
History of unions is usually the guy running the union is not the guy fit for the job.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a promoter just running another promotion.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'd love to see the heads of Ontario wrestling get together to actually put together a union and just see how that goes.
I wonder if that would like create a territory, or I don't know how far spread the union would be. Yeah, like create the territory days again.
But anyways, we're going to wrap this up. Mark, we appreciate you coming on to clear some things up.
Cool.
And I'm going to disconnect you now, but hopefully we can have you back, the Pizza Warrior.
Yeah. Thank you so much, James.
And make sure that you go out there and make that money on the table with Luigi Primo, because there's definitely money on the table.
Yeah, I'll approach him. Sounds good.
All right. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
See you, man.
Okay. So we're going to get to another post. Jimmy Korderes. You know Jimmy? I'm sure you do.
R.I.P. Oh yeah, the most name dropped of the phone list of Mark Clark. Nobody name drops Jimmy Korderes like Mark Clark.
Oh, he hates Jimmy, eh? Jimmy Korderes.
But though he talks about it.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Jimmy.
So Jimmy Korderes, this was shared on the Ontario Indy board by Jim Coville. We're going to get to Jim, but Jimmy Korderes writes here, after more than 40 years in this industry, independent wrestling in Ontario still means so much to me. I joined the Ontario Indy Wrestling Facebook page because I genuinely wanted to stay connected, support the talent coming up, and give back to a community in an industry that has given me so much throughout my life. Stepping away wasn't an easy decision, but when a space stops reflecting the respect, passion, and integrity that this business deserves, it becomes painful to watch. I care too deeply about wrestling and the people who work hard to keep it alive to stay in the environment that no longer honors that. To everyone who continues to support independent wrestling with sincerity and love, I thank you. You are the reason the business keeps moving forward. I wish you all nothing but the best. Stay safe and take care of one another.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's kind of like one of those things. Like, if I'm going to take my ball and go home.
If you don't like something on the internet, turn notifications off or don't watch it. I mean, don't look at it. Is it because you're glued to the Ontario group? This is like, I read every post, or I have been, and I don't like what I'm seeing. Then don't read it. I mean, come on, man.
And
sorry.
But what has Jimmy Korderes done for Ontario independent wrestling? And I'm being honest. Like, I guess he's done some for the industry. Like, he's worked in the top company, and he's done some TV in Ontario and covered the top company. But what has he done for independent wrestling? Does he train wrestlers? Does he mentor people? Does he book? Because I mean,
he graces small time promotions with his presence.
That must be it, because that's I'm failing to see what his contributions are, but he's making a point that he's going to withdraw his contributions, I guess, because he doesn't the negativity.
The same move of like a single mom in her mid-20s whose life is revolved around drama, and she feels the need to make a Facebook post is, I'm done with the drama. I don't want it anymore. I'm sick of these people. I'm taking this time. I'm going to delete my Facebook and spend some time with my real friends. It's the same move. You don't have to announce that you're leaving. Just leave.
Hashtag personal development.
That's right. That's right. And can you put up the Clark side of the ring image? That made me laugh a lot.
With Jimmy, or which one?
Yeah, with Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. God from the indie board, forever in our hearts.
Yeah. You know, like I know Clark doesn't run that account, but Clark was behind that. He might not take responsibility for it, but he was behind that one.
He should be so grateful to have somebody with the creativity of Pretty Ricky. That's just like that's Ricky humor all the way. It really got me. No Jim, no indie board. That got me good.
Like he does these reels on Facebook called Ref and Rants, where he talks nonstop criticizing AEW and WWE booking, and it's like, okay, so if you have something to offer specifically as a booker, why don't you book a show?
That's a good point.
I don't know, but instead you just make a post saying that you're leaving Ontario Indy, and there you go.
I remember when I tried to bring back the my wrestling podcast. I knew Mark at the time. And even though they don't get along, I was going hard on ranting on Jimmy about like his shorts and his posts, just like the ego on the guy. And Mark had to call me and say, "You gotta lay off the Jimmy stuff," because Jimmy would apparently call Mark up. He's like, "Who is this guy? I know he's with you, but why is he always making fun of me?" So then Mark Clark had to,
too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. So Mark Clark had to tell me to gotta lay off. Don't make fun of Jimmy anymore.
We got a comment here from Joe Hagan. You know Joe Hagan, right?
Who doesn't? Joe Hagan. He's so dependent. If you post something in that group, Joe Hagan's going to be in that comment section.
Especially if you're a famous personality. Joe Hagan chimes in, he's not wrong. This page has devolved into nothing more than one company or promoter shit-talking another, then saying they were only being constructive and that the other company or promoter overreacted. Oh, and podcasts. Let's not forget about the podcasts. Now, I asked Joe to come on the show. He said no.
Of course he did.
But I think it brings up a point that's worth getting into, in that it's that our prerogative is just to shit on everything, because I resent that. I think it's more what we do is bring to light things that are public, like specifically the work rate, we talked about work rate already, but and like I think it's just the fact that a lot of these egos and personalities and workers live in these echo chambers where everything's just great, and we're just supposed to be happy with this idea that we're in the business, even though we get no exposure, we make no money, and we're realistically not progressing anywhere. But I don't have any bitterness or ill malice to Ontario Indy. I think we when we talk, we're talking, intelligently. I feel like, at least that's my MO.
I think to the untrained ear, it's just going to come off like that we're just being nothing but negative. But if you're passionate about something, passionate about a certain area, a certain industry, you're going to pick out the wrong before the good, because you want it to get better. That's where your passion lays. If something is good in this business, you recognize that, okay, that's talent. You're going to just let that guy roll with it. Let him do his own thing. And who wants to listen to a podcast where you're just talking about like, oh, you know this guy? It's really good. this moment in wrestling, that was a really good one. No, you want to add criticism, also adds commentary to something that you want to fix. You want to improve. If you're not trying to improve, then nothing's ever going to change or get better. So that's if you want to write that up in your own head as negativity, maybe that's some rewiring you needed to do in your perspective, Joe Hagan.
And it's interesting too, because like I've invited a slew of people to come on the show and discuss these things with us, and everybody says no. And I guess we're the heels because we point them out, but nobody actively wants to put their name on the line and come on the podcast and talk about these things. It's just interesting.
So nothing gets fixed, nothing gets better, just remains the same, or it gets degrades itself, decreases in value, gets worse.
Steve Brown attacks a fan and continues to get work.
I don't know why you want to cancel the guy's work because of that.
No, I want improvement. Like I don't know.
So maybe in this case, it's improvement that he's no longer going to wrestle any fans. If he continues to fight the fans. If he continues to fight the fans, then it's a problem. But ever since then, he hasn't fought a fan after that. So maybe he's improving.
Maybe he learned his lesson, but also maybe maybe he could come on the podcast and discuss what happened.
We gotta make a goal. Everybody we talk about, we gotta preface it with they're willing to, if they're welcome to come on the podcast and they want to talk about it.
Dude, the invites are real.
It's true. I'm gonna make a T-shirt that says if you're welcome.
The invites are real.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We did quite a bit today. I think I'll probably cut this out.
I enjoyed myself. I got to get back to my woodworking.
Yeah. You got to get back to woodworking. And I got to get back to being marvelous because I'm Mr. Marvelous.
That's right. I just got to say, birch tree wood is one of my personal favorites at this moment working with. I'm really enjoying it. This one I'm going to try to make coasters out of.
Can we get some sponsorship? Because I think we're at the point where we can solicit some sponsorships. We're just pulling in so many headlines and eyeballs.
I'm actually thinking maybe I can try to make a brand, an actual brand, and then put a brand on there, Cream Team Pod. And we have our own official birch tree coasters on the store.
That sounds like money all day.
just
like Hipstar and Mr. Marvelous. So we're going to wrap this up. Until next week, the next controversy, we'll be there to cover it. I'm Mr. Marvelous.
Hipstar.ca, everybody.
There you go. And Friday nights, go check them out. 9-ish.
Tonight on Hipstar tonight. Every Friday night.
9-ish could also mean Saturday or Sunday.
That's true. This is right. All right. See you, man. I'll talk to you later.
Or either you do it or you don't. Here's your job. You want to keep your job, you do it. It's people like me who work in the wrestling business, the cream team. It's just filth, lies, and cheaters. That's the way that company has been built on. How would you like to lie on the bed and have me perform oral sex on you? And I said, geez, that would be great.
This is not family entertainment.